Been working all night on this. Let's see if it finally fixed it. Paid 160 bucks for this and it never worked. Nope. What the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? There we go. Five years ago, I was working at Apple in California. I had good pay, but I had this emotional need in my life, which I tried to fill with expensive projects. One of them was this GRiDCase, which I paid $160 for the screen and driver board for. And there was a move cross country. It never worked. By the time I figured it out, I couldn't return it. So I've been spending, any time I wanted to work on this conversion, I would spend trying to get that damn LCD screen to work. And I just had to finally give up because that sunk cost fallacy was haunting me and keeping me trying to get a dead screen to work when it was just getting worse and worse. And then I throw it away, and guess what? The brand new $50 one works beautifully. I spent so much time worrying that I ruined the connector. Sure, I broke some pieces off of it, but it works. I should have done this years ago, and well, now I did. So the idea is to put that screen and this Intel NUC into this 1980s GRiDCase, or 1992 maybe? This old GRiDCase. This iPad screen is the perfect size where if I remove this bezel, I'll have a 4K display in here. Then I can use like a Teensy, an Arduino Teensy, to interface with the keyboard, make that a custom connection. Each key I can customize. And then the NUC can easily fit inside of here, and I can use the M.2 port on the bottom as a PCI times one lane, PCI Express, which then I can have a graphics card running. So I can have a full graphics card with this Intel i3 and a 4K display. This can be my CGI computer, CAD, playing Final Fantasy, all that stuff. And finally, I can actually get along with this because it infuriates me so much that I spun my tires in the mud over this display. But now it's solved. Sometimes you just have to make the hard choice and throw away something that you spend a lot of money on but just won't work. And keeping it around will distract you from what you need to do to actually get the thing to work. Alright, so today's episode we're going to be messing with the monitor. There we go. It's been years since I've opened this up. And there we have the monitor. So I think instead of us going too deep, before we continue too much, this computer is all burnt up. It just won't work. So what I plan to do is take all these parts out, put them in a box, and maybe someday later we can get it working. And we could always swap the parts out later if we really wanted to have it back. I sure wish this 286 would still work because I could still use it. But we can put the LCD in here, have the board behind it, and then have the DisplayPort cable coming out through here, and having the power cable coming up through there as well. Like so. And there we have the entire monitor disconnected. We can deal with this later. Alright, I've never opened this up before. Now I do actually have a different mod in mind for this. It's going to take a few weeks from China, but I found another driver board which uses VGA. And I want to have 3 switches to switch red, green, and blue. I want to be able to turn off the green and blue so it can just be a black and red screen. Monochrome black and red. Similar to the plasma display that these originally had, the higher end ones. This is just the LCD display, so it's not like I'm missing much. It'll actually look cooler. These pins, which are the hinges, actually are quite worn. Kind of an oval shape. Oh, there we go. Did I break any plastic off? I did not. Okay, well, cool. Oh, there's some heating solution there. Yeah, oh, that is sticky. Yeah, that was tape to press this board onto there. Interesting. Oh, I like that, how they have those latches there. So it really is very easy to open it because they have that clip there. It's not going to snap. I'll leave them on the board, but I can always put them back in if I want to have the brightness controls, but now everything's in the software, so. Alright, so, oh, that's nice, okay. So, this bezel came in too much. I needed to remove that. Turns out it's just part of the display. So that can go over here as well. Boy, is that some small technology. Oh, this is bent. Found this piece of plexiglass in my workshop sitting on the floor, and it is not nearly as scratched up as I thought it would be. So, this can be our first experiment on it. Oh, wow. Yep, that's perfect. I brought in the buffet of screws, and I'm finding these little tiny ones. Found 3 of them. Can't quite figure out how to deal with these screws tonight, so we can figure that out some other time. And for now, some double-sided tape will work. might be a bad idea to be putting this directly under the LCD, but we'll see how that goes. So this is a 5 volts USB to 12 volt adapter, which this uses 12 volts, and that way I can run it off the USB of the device instead of having to have a 12 volt power supply. And let's see, this might actually fit inside of here. Nope, looks like it will not fit. Well, there's plenty of space in the inside of it, so we can just have this over here. Switch that to on so I don't go insane. Yep. Later on I can open up the box and I can put the circuit board in there too. Did we finish it? I think we just finished it. Only one way to find out. Okay, let's see. Oh, it keeps turning on and off. This doesn't have an OS on it, so I'm gonna have to install an OS. I might. Oh, there we go. So I didn't damage anything. Looks good. F2. I've wanted this for a long time, so now this can just slot into the grid case. And we have a 3800 by 2400 screen. Massive screen. Well, to make that cable thinner, probably take off the outer core if I can. We'll see how that goes. But that is what it should look like. I'm installing damn small Linux since it's all I really got on hand. But it's fitting somehow. I like it. Well, okay, I guess my CD's broken. We're installing Windows 2000. Oh great, the keyboard's dead again. Okay, Windows 2000 is installed. I mean, that was kind of a far shot. Let's see if this Ubuntu disk works. If not, I'm throwing it away too. Oh, it works. Oh my god. Well, install. This display is working really well too. Not even seeing the scratches on the plastic, so I'm really happy with that. And even though there's a screen protector in there, well, beside the 4904T etched on the screen protector, I don't really notice it, so that'd be more than good enough for troubleshooting all this stuff. That is weird. Oh, just some Linux thing. Never mind. Oh, good. Oh my god. I didn't realize how tiny 4K was. Oh man. I have no idea what I'm doing with Ubuntu, so I'm not going to do anything. I can't figure out how to resize anything. There's like no options. So I can't enter my Wi-Fi password, so I don't know how to connect to the internet. Man, every single time I go to Linux, it's just a pain. It's just a pain because it's not meant for average people to be using. It's meant for like autistic basement nerds that know everything and all the secret hotkeys and stuff. And I don't feel like having to learn another operating system. I know like 6 operating systems, most of them Windows, some of them Apple, and I don't want to learn another one. I just want it to work. I want to right click it and say, oh, Wi-Fi, oh, and I click on it and it recognizes it. I type in my password and it works. But no. Well, I'm really happy with how this worked out. Really, really happy. In the next episode, we can see about removing all the electronics in here and then take this and stuff that in there. Hopefully giving enough room for a PCIe graphics card to be somewhere. We'll figure that out. And I'll also have to figure out how I'm actually going to power it. So that'll be fun. And hopefully, I don't know how well an i3 will work, but if I get a good enough graphics card, I wonder if this could actually run my VR headset. No idea. May have to swap this out for like an i7 Intel Nuke, but until then, let's have fun with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching. See ya!